Coffee with MarkZ and Mr Cottrell, November 29, 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. MarkZ update some highlights by PDK, not verbatim. MarkZ disclaimer. Please consider everything on this call as my opinion. People who take notes do not catch everything. And it's best to watch the video so that you get everything in context. Be sure to consult a professional for any financial decisions. Member. Good morning to all, hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day. Member. I hope everyone had a great family day yesterday and that there is some great RV news today. Member. Today would be a great day for an RV. MZ. I really thought we might be across the finish line before Thanksgiving. Member. With Thanksgiving behind us, I would think they could announce this anytime now. MZ. On the groups, historic bonds and contact side. Most of my sources are traveling to get back in position today. If there is any updates I will share them, but probably nothing until tomorrow morning. Member. What tier would we be considered to be in? Also, how would we be notified when and where to exchange our currency? MZ. We are in tier 4.4A is where they have already turned in their currency and have SKRs, safekeeping receipts. We are considered 4B because we are still holding our currency. Member. There are 5 tiers of folks exchanging. Tier 1 governments and royalty, Tier 2 whales elite with platforms of currency, corporations, etc. Tier 3 admirals group, American Indians, CMKX, large church groups, like the Mormons, etc. Tier 4 all the hundreds of thousands paying attention to Intel, internet groups, all of us. Tier 5 those who never paid a TTN, the general public. MZ. After the decision to cancel the platform, will we see a crazy rise in dollar prices in Iraq? If they support the value of the dinar, they're going to be just fine. If they raise the value of the dinar, they don't have to worry about it anymore. Member. Mark, how does Iraq even run their government at such a junk rate? They are building ports, buildings, etc. How do they do all this with crappy rate? Member. If they already know that activating the new rate would kill the black market rate, then what the heck are they waiting for? They've been saying this since last summer. Member. If they stop the auctions in December like they say they are, they have to RV at that time, emo. MZ. Electronic payment. 18 million cards used in Iraq. A third of the population now use traditional banking cards. MZ. How does the United Nations view the Sudanese government's steps in the economic file? In short, they love it. Sudani has gotten more done in his term than any time in the 15 to 20 years. Even Fitch has moved Iraq up to A, B credit rating. Member. From Dinar Guru, MNT Goat. The news from Iraq is all still very good. There is so much progress. The big event, of course, will be the ending of the current currency auction process and use of the new system already to implement. The CBI has told us that nearly 95% of the current payments needed for imports is covered by the four correspondent banks for this purpose. Remember that the clock is ticking. And other outside banking relationships must take place, but will most probably never take place unless the IQD is valuable again. And most importantly, on these terms, it must also be reinstated back on Forex for investors to, legally, use this currency in their portfolios of investments for their clients. This is the key. Yes, this is really just where we are right now. MZ. Yes, they were 95% done with the new system and should be finished in the next week. Member. And Sudani wanted the monetary reform done by Victory Day on December 10th. MZ. Yes, all my contacts are saying between and December 10th. MZ. Cycles tell us we will reset to a commodity-based world. It is not a question of if, it's just when. Member. Fiat currency systems usually last 35 to 50 years. This one lasted 54 now. MZ. This fiat system is well past its expiration date. Member. Does the system have to crash before we see the RV? MZ. Was told the Fed will fold into the U.S. Treasury and USTNs, United States Treasury notes, are released at the same time. Member. Why can't we just go to any bank to exchange instead of redemption centers? Member. Go ahead, run out to banks, get a low ball rate, and don't get any of the perks. Security is already in place at the banks, i.e. redemption centers. Member. It's a free country. Do what you want, but I am going to a redemption center, redeeming bank and get the best rates, best security and best perks. Member. Some people think the dinar will go international on Forex on Monday morning when the Sydney exchange opens. Member. This RV is teaching us patience. Member. My epitaph will read, and she waited, lol. Member. Please let this be our last week to wait. Member. Mods, you are always appreciated for what you do for the community. Member. Thanks Mark and Mr. C. Hope everyone stays safe this Black Friday. Mod. See y'all in the morning. No podcast tonight. Mr. Cottrell joins the stream today. Please listen to replay for his information and opinions. The content in this podcast is for general and educational purposes only and not intended to provide any professional, financial or legal advice. Please consider everything discussed in MarkZ's opinion only. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.